She disappeared without a word, then came back furious when I moved on. The message that shattered everything. It was a quiet Thursday evening, just past 7 p.m., when I pulled into the elementary school parking lot. The sky still held a warm orange hue as the sun dipped below the trees. My name is Daniel Harper. I'm a father of 5. That night, I was there to pick up our kids from their after-school enrichment programs. Usually it was my wife, Brooke, who handled the schedule. She was obsessive about it, relentless even. Pick up Noah at 6:10. Don't forget Ava's allergy meds. Leah has choir today. Pick her up by the back gate. That's how it always was. Brooke was the planner, the architect of our daily life. But that day, silence. Not a single text. No reminders. No calls. Just stillness. Then, as I parked and cut the ignition, my phone buzzed. One message. From Brooke. We're in Hawaii. Take care of the kids. That was it. One line. No greeting. No explanation. Hawaii. I stared at the screen, heart pounding. Was it a typo? A prank? I reread it 3 times. We. Who the hell was we? And why Hawaii? Before I could process it, I saw them. Our children trudging toward the car, backpacks bouncing, faces tired and confused. Where's Mom? Noah, our 10-year-old, asked as he opened the back door. I forced a smile that didn't reach my eyes. She had an emergency. I'm here tonight. But my hands were shaking on the wheel. That night I called her. Once. Then again. 10 times. Straight to voicemail every time. No text. No explanations. Just gone. I tucked the kids in with trembling hands. I cooked dinner. I told stories at bedtime with a tight throat. But inside I was spiraling. The next morning I texted again. Who is we? What about the kids? Are you okay? Brooke, please just talk to me. Nothing. Days passed. Then a week. Then 2. I was alone with 5 confused children and no roadmap. The decision. 2 weeks. That's how long it had been since my wife disappeared without a word. 2 weeks of sleepless nights, burnt toast, tantrums, and cold stares from Ava, our oldest, who was starting to understand what gone might mean. 2 weeks of wiping tears at midnight, answering hard questions I didn't have answers for, and folding laundry that no longer smelled like her. And then that morning I cracked. I was sitting at the kitchen table, staring down at a plate of lopsided pancakes I'd tried to shape into elephants. Brooke used to do that for the kids. Emma had cried the night before about missing Mommy's zoo breakfasts. I'd done my best. But it wasn't enough. And in that moment, staring at syrup slowly leaking across the plate, I realized something. Brooke didn't just walk away from me. She walked away from them. From her own children. Not a breakdown. Not an accident. A decision. And now it was my turn to make one too. I opened my laptop. Logged into the shared cloud account I'd created years ago. Brooke wasn't good with tech. But I was. It only took 15 minutes of digging. There it was. A reservation confirmation at a luxury resort in Maui. First-class flight details. Packages. 2 tickets. Passenger names. Brooke Harper and Elliot Sloan. Froze. Elliot. My ex-business partner. My best friend. The man who gave the toast at our wedding. The man who held our newborn son in the hospital and said, "He's got your nose, Danny." She didn't just abandon us. She ran to him. And now I was going to take everything back. Not with rage. Not with drama. With calculated silence. The setup. I didn't rage. I didn't yell. I didn't even respond. Hired a lawyer. One of the best. Sarah McKinley, sharp, direct, no time for games. I showed her the text, the booking confirmations, the absence of communication. She read it all and said, "She's cooked. This is parental abandonment, Daniel. You've got this." I filed for emergency custody. Not out of revenge. Out of necessity. Next I spoke to a financial advisor. Quietly I rerouted funds. Not illegally, just smartly. Every penny moved was for the kids. Food, clothing, education. I froze our joint account. I cancelled her cards. She wanted me to carry the burden alone. Fine. Now she wouldn't get the benefits. And waited. When she came crawling back. Exactly 5 weeks later, 7:42 a.m. on a Tuesday, my phone lit up. Brooke Harper. Incoming FaceTime. I ignored it. Another. Then a call. Then text after text. Where are my kids? Answer me. I'm back. We need to talk now. You're being insane. You're hurting the children. Gaslighting. Projection. Panic. Her fantasy had crumbled. I finally answered. Her face appeared on screen. Tan lines, sunglasses on her head. Her voice dripping with manufactured outrage. Where are the kids? She snapped. At school. Where they've been while you were too busy drinking Mai Tais with Elliot, I said flatly. You don't get to talk to me like that. I'm their mother. You were, I replied. Real mothers don't vanish with a text. She stammered. It wasn't abandonment. I just needed time. Well, I said, voice cold. You got your time. And I got everything else. Then I hung up. The public unraveling. The next day, she stormed up to our door, looking like she walked off a yacht. I blocked the entrance. You don't live here anymore, I told her. I needed space, she shouted. No, Brooke. You needed permission. And you didn't ask. She tried the guilt, tears, even anger, until I handed her the envelope, full legal documents, receipts, and custody filings. You can't keep them from me, she cried. I already am, I said calmly. You'll be hearing from my lawyer. That afternoon, she filed for joint custody. Too late. The court ruled in my favor for sole custody. Supervised visits only. Parental fitness evaluation ordered. Her social life crumbled. Word got out. Photos from her Hawaiian adventure leaked into the PTA chats. Yacht selfies, romantic beach dinners, her wrapped around Elliot. She deleted every social account. But the damage. And then, the final nail. A woman named Lillian Sloan called me. Elliot's wife. She had screenshots, texts, receipts. She was filing for alienation of affection and offered to testify in my custody hearing. I said, you just became my favorite person. The final blow. In court, Brooke was a ghost of her former self. Gone was the confidence. The courtroom crushed her. When Lillian testified, detailing how Brooke and Elliot planned this affair for months, the judge didn't even flinch. You left your children for a tropical affair, she said sternly. This court awards full custody to Mr. Harper. You will have no visitation rights until further psychological review is completed. Brooke sobbed. Please, she begged. I didn't mean for it to happen like this. I didn't even look back. Later that night she texted me. You ruined me. I replied. No, Brooke. You did that all by yourself. Free at last. The kids are doing better now. Emma smiles in her sleep again. Noah started playing baseball. Ava made a Father's Day card that read, To the strongest man I know. As for Brooke, last I heard she moved back in with her mother. No job. No Elliot. Just court dates and regret. Elliot. Fired. Divorced. Then. A cautionary tale whispered at business dinners. And me. I'm not angry. I'm alive. Because the best revenge is giving them no place in the life they tried to destroy. Was Daniel justified? What would you have done? Comment. Subscribe to Breakup Cheater Stories for more true-style tales of betrayal, karma, and justice. Because here, every secret finds its shadow. Every betrayal gets its reckoning.